Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Death of Dong Zhuo. The Minister of the Interior Affairs, Wang Yun, plans to get rid of Dong Zhuo by a chain scheme. He proposed a marriage arrangement for Diao Chan and Lu Bu. A few days later, Wang Yun runs into Dong Zhuo in the courtroom. Seeing that Lu Bu is not around, he invites Dong Zhuo to his house for a drink. Dong Zhuo accepts the invitation. Before Dong Zhuo's arrival, Wang Yun decorates his house from top to bottom and prepares delicate food with a special high chair in the center. When Dong Zhuo arrives and dismounts his chariot, Wang Yun conducts a grand welcome ceremony for the special guest. During the meal, Wang Yun praises Dong Zhuo. The merits and virtue of the Prime Minister spread throughout the world. If your honor moves up, just like Shun succeeded Yao and Yu succeeded Shun, this will be in line with the will of heaven and people. Dong Zhuo says, "How dare I hope for this?" Wang Yun says, "Since ancient times, the unvirtuous have yielded to the virtuous. How can this be too much?" Dong Zhuo smiles and says, "If so, the Minister of the Interior will be the founding father." Wang Yun thanks him. After a few dishes and some wines, the music starts. Wang Yun says, "How about allowing my household dancers to present some shows?" Dong Zhuo says, "That will be nice." Through the hanging drapes, Diao Chan can be seen dancing gracefully. Dong Zhuo is fascinated by Diao Chan's beauty. Wang Yun instructs Diao Chan to serve wine for him. Dong Zhuo can't help but mutter, "What a fairy!" Seeing this opportunity, Wang Yun says humbly, "If it's okay with the Prime Minister, I would like to offer this girl as a maid to your honor." Dong Zhuo is delighted. That evening, Wang Yun personally escorts Diao Chan to Dong Zhuo's residence. When Wang Yun returns, he runs into Lu Bu. He told Lu Bu that Dong Zhuo has taken Diao Chan home and promised to pick a good day for Lu Bu to wed Diao Chan. Lu Bu is happy and believes Wang Yun's words. However, when he gets home, he hears from the servants that Dong Zhuo has married a new concubine. Furious, Lu Bu quietly approaches outside of Dong Zhuo's bedroom to spy. Through the window, Diao Chan is inside combing her hair. She spots Lu Bu. Diao Chan purposely furrows her eyebrows with a sullen face, wiping tears frequently with a handkerchief. Seeing this, Lu Bu feels like his heart is being stabbed by a knife. However, he is so afraid of Dong Zhuo. Lu Bu returns to confront Wang Yun. Wang Yun says, "The other night, hearing that Diao Chan will marry you, the Prime Minister asked to send her to him so he can arrange a wedding for you. I can't believe he has occupied Diao Chan to himself." Shortly after, Dong Zhuo falls ill. Diao Chan takes very good care of him. Dong Zhuo is very satisfied with Diao Chan. When Lu Bu enters to ask about his well-being, Dong Zhuo is sleeping soundly. Seeing Lu Bu, Diao Chan points to her heart, then points to Dong Zhuo with tears streaming down her face. Lu Bu is heartbroken. At this moment, Dong Zhuo wakes up. Seeing Lü Bu staring at Diao Chan, Dong Zhuo scolds Lü Bu in a rage. How dare you harass my concubine? He orders Lü Bu to leave the house and is not allowed to enter the back hall again. Lü Bu is very upset and full of misery. Later, Dong Zhuo's counselor Li Ru knows about this incident and persuades Dong Zhuo to appease Lü Bu. Dong Zhuo then gives Lü Bu a large amount of gold and treasure. Lü Bu accepts Dong Zhuo's gifts, but he can't help but miss Diao Chan very much. One day, when Dong Zhuo is attending the court and is occupied by the state affairs, Lü Bu takes the chance to come to visit Diao Chan. Diao Chan asks Lü Bu to meet her at the Fengyi pavilion in the back garden. Diao Chan tells Lü Bu about the pain of being Dong Zhuo's slave. After saying this, Diao Chan climbs the railing and wants to jump into the fish pond. Lü Bu hurriedly holds her. Diao Chan shouts, I am suffering here. General, please come to my rescue. Lü Bu says, Let me think of a solution slowly. Diao Chan says, I have heard of General's fame for a long time and believed you were the greatest hero in the world. Who knows, you are so afraid of the elderly thief. After saying this, her tears start to run down. Lü Bu feels so ashamed. He comforts Diao Chan, holding his arm around her tightly. At this moment, Dong Zhuo comes to the back garden. Seeing Lü Bu's halberd leaning on the pillar and the two talking inside the pavilion, he yells out of rage. Shocked, Lü Bu turns around and runs away. Dong Zhuo can't catch up, so he tosses the halberd at Lü Bu vigorously. Lü Bu knocks the halberd to the ground and runs away out of the garden gate. Dong Zhuo turns back to question Diao Chan. Diao Chan cries and accuses Lü Bu of harassing her and asks Dong Zhuo to punish him. Just then, Counselor Li Ru arrives. He persuades Dong Zhuo once more to offer Diao Chan to Lü Bu to win his devotion. Dong Zhuo hesitates, but is somewhat persuaded. He then comes to test Diao Chan. Hearing this, Diao Chan cries, Why do you offer me to the slave Lü Bu after I have served you, Lord? I would rather die. Seeing this, Dong Zhuo changes his tone. Honey, how could I do that? I'm just kidding. Lü Ru once more advises Dong Zhuo not to foil a major plan due to a small losses. Dong Zhuo asks Lü Ru, Will you give your wife to someone else?
Out!
Then scolds him out. Dong Zhuo then takes Diao Chan to live in the castle Meiwu. Before departure, Diao Chan sits in the carriage, seeing Lü Bu from a distance. She covers her face and weeps. Sitting on the horseback on top of the mound and staring at the dust created by the carriage, Lü Bu sighs with hatred. Seeing that it's the right time, Wang Yun deliberately angers Lü Bu. Dong Zhuo had stolen your wife and corrupted my daughter. People all over the world laugh at you and me. Immediately, Lü Bu swears to kill Dong Zhuo and says, A real man lives in the world. How can he be depressed and live under others for a long time? Wang Yun says, With your talent, you really should not be restricted by the Prime Minister. Lü Bu says, I want to kill this old villain, but we are father and son, and I'm afraid that it will cause discussion. Wang Yun smiles. General's surname is Lü, and the prime minister's surname is Dong. When he threw the halberd at you, were there any father and son feelings? Lü Bu says excitedly, if it wasn't for your word, Lü Bu would have made a big mistake. Wang Yun says, if General supports the Han House, you will be a loyal minister and your name will be passed down in history. If General helps Dong Zhuo, you will be a traitor. Lü Bu says, I have made up my mind. Please don't doubt. A few days later, Wang Yun sends someone over to trick Dong Zhuo to go to Chang'an, believing that the emperor intends to hand over his throne to him. Dong Zhuo is ecstatic and enters the court triumphantly, only to discover that the circumstance is not right. He turns around and yells, Where is my son Lü Bu? Lü Bu jumps out and yells, Here is the emperor's edict to kill the state traitor. He stabs Dong Zhuo's throat with his halberd. Dong Zhuo, a powerful warlord, is dead. His relatives have all been killed. Dong Zhuo's body is dumped onto the street for display. People hate Dong Zhuo so much. They all clap their hands and cheer. Lü Bu rescues Diao Chan and releases the other boys and girls from the castle. Hearing that Dong Zhuo has been killed, the subordinates of Dong Zhuo, Li Jue and Guo Si, gather more than 100,000 soldiers from Shanxi and march into Chang'an through 4 routes. Dong Zhuo's old subordinates discreetly open the city gate for them. Lü Bu, unable to defend, and takes his family to support Yuan Shu. Wang Yun is reluctant to leave. The entire family of Wang Yun is killed by the rebels. The court power has now fallen into the hands of Li Jue and Guo Si, holding the emperor as the hostage. Chang'an is still in the dark.